What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the PS5 Career Mode. This is episode number 64. And we start today's episode off with me doing an interview. I just realised I've put this the wrong way around. Never mind, we'll run with it. It was only my first pre-match interview of this season for the season opener, which, as you'll see in a moment's time, is away against Spurs in North London at the very ground where we won our first ever Premier League title in the final game of last year's Premier League season. And also a brief look at our team as we head into the first Premier League games of the campaign. This is what we're working with between now and the end of the transfer window. There still might be one or two more signings, one or two sales, but for now, this is how the team's looking, and I wouldn't expect major changes to our squad between now and the end of the window. And also a very brief look at the team sheets of the teams in the Premier League right now. I really need to make a point of doing this at the start of every single season, because it's very important to keep you guys up to date with what's going on around the leagues right now. I think I worked out we're now the third best team in the Premier League behind Manchester City and Liverpool. We are, without question, a top four caliber team now, absolutely no doubt about it, and it's amazing. We just come on like leaps and bounds in like the past two and a half years, you know. So yeah, it's amazing. I'll definitely say we're a certified top three Premier League side, and certainly one of the best in England. So for the first game of today's episode, would indeed be Spurs away in North London. I do feel like, I don't know whether this is just me, but it does feel like EA now is sort of like having the opening day fixtures sort of like more noteworthy ones based on what happened last season. Certainly feels that way based on the opening days we've had throughout the course of this series. But taking on Spurs regardless, Mourinho's side. Obviously last year, after our victory over them on the final day, we didn't just win the title, we stopped them qualifying for the Europa League as well. So heading into this game, they would be looking for revenge in this one and wanted to start off the campaign with a victory and avenging their demons. It was a really tough game. I struggled to create too many chances, so around the hour mark in the second half, still deadlocked at 0-0, I went to my sort of like go-to in-game change when I need a goal and switched from the 4-2-3-1 wide to the 4-2-3-1 to the 4-1-2-1-2 diamond wide, just to get Jonathan David some more service and some more firepower up top. And whenever I do that, the man that comes on to play alongside our Canadian number 9 is the man from America, well, actually from England, but he represents America, Charlie Kelman, off the bench. He is such an amazing impact sub in just a few minutes to go in the game. It was a really tense game, very few chances getting created. The ball, lovely first time through ball into the path of the American, and 3 minutes to go gives us the 3 points. And again, a very tough game. We had a few shots and a few on target. You would have seen a possession stat, and that's one thing to keep your eye on throughout the course of today's episode consistently. It is so hard, and it's not a new thing. It's not this season. It's every season. It's so hard to get the ball off the AI. It is so difficult. That's why it's so hard to create chances at times. You don't have the ball to create chances in 90 minutes. But yeah, we won it right at the end there. Charlie Kelman coming up clutch, being the hero for us. Kelman, man, I mean, I'm so happy. After season 1, you know, our top scoring striker in the championship for us. Obviously, you know, we loaned him out to Lille in season 3. I'm buzzing, man. He's still been here since the very first episode. We love Kelman, and he's still a very important part of our squad. Regardless, I also want to thank you guys for this as well. You see there was a loan offer for Hong, and it does seem that delegating loans is the way forward. So thank you to those in the comments that kept on telling me about delegating loans. That's the sort of like the higher rate of success, if you will, on loaning your players out. That deal looks like it will go through, as our young Korean will go to Portman Road and play for Ipswich Town on a 1-season loan deal. And also, as well, we had a massive bid here for Jamal Lewis, who is now our backup left back since re-signing Omar Richards on the January transfer deadline day last season. Now I was thinking I'm okay letting him go, you know, because he deserves first team football. He's 27 years old, 88 rated. He should not be sat on our bench. So I thought with Villarreal and Unai Emery, I'll negotiate a little bit. You'll get a bit more than what they were offering, which was under the valuation, and they just weren't backing down. So I thought, you know what, it's only fair that Jamal gets first team football. I'll take the valuation, give us an extra $100,000, Unai, and he's yours. And he just walked out, and I was like, are you serious? Like, what is it, the principle of the matter? Do you want to give me an extra £100,000? Like, yeah, you're part of 96.9, but not 97 million. Are you actually serious? Like, come on, why would you walk out of the room like that, man? So frustrating. Like, I was totally fine letting Jamal go, because he deserves first team football, but Unai wouldn't even give us an extra $100,000. It's the principle of the thing for Unai Emery. It's the principle. He would not accept a valuation counter offer there, which to me was just an absolutely ridiculous negotiation. A truly bizarre transfer negotiation, that one. But there you go. Jamal is staying, and again, I'm fine with that because again, 88 rated, 20, or is it 27 years old? There's no need to sell him. Like we don't need to cash in. He's got 2 years left on his deal. I'm totally fine keeping him as a backup, but again, I just thought he deserved first team football. I was totally fine letting him go. And Villarreal wouldn't offer an extra £100,000. It kind of reminded me of the Luis Suarez incident many years ago when Arsenal, I think it was Arsenal, put in a bid of £40 million and £1, you know, just a really sort of like slap in the face bid there. Anyway, that deal fell through and I'm okay with that. Hong still goes through. He's on loan at Ipswich now for the rest of the season, and also you would have seen the second game there. The reason why I didn't bother showing any highlights because there was basically nothing to show. Took on Liverpool. There was maybe like one noteworthy moment in the game when we had a clear-cut chance, but like a last-ditch block. But that was basically a really poor goal of straw there. 0-0 the final score. And also the moment you've probably been waiting for throughout the course of the episode since you saw the title. Yes, I found this guy in the free agents pool. I say I found him. My scouts found him with the Global Transfer Network scouting instructions. Christian Perez is the name. 17 years old is the age. 73 rating is the rating. But the player he's modelled on, well, you know it when you see his list of positions and the status. Potential to be special. Who else could it be? With 5-star skill moves, he's absolutely rapid. High-low work rate, 3-star weak foot. Yep, it is Messi's Regen on the free transfer list. As we know, Messi was released by Barcelona and spent last season in the free agents pool. He's now decided to retire because not a single club in world football would pick him up. And we have got his Regen. Absolutely buzzing. I really wish he was left-footed, man. That's the only negative to the kid. Potential to be special. Looks incredible. Technicals are really good as well. 73 rated already at 17 years old. But if he was left-footed, he will be absolutely perfect. Because as we know, Noni Majuka's been, yeah, I'll just be honest, a little bit subpar since we signed him. How amazing would it be if he had a left foot to step in as that inside forward on the right with Bull on the left, he's A in the middle, and David our lone striker. Unfortunately, that's just how it is sometimes. But I'm going to give him the inverted winger development plan because that will turn his 3-star weak foot into a 5-star weak foot, so it won't be too bad shooting with that left foot. So we'll max out the weak foot rating and hopefully that will solve that problem. So yeah, that's the only negative to Christian Perez. Messi's Regen is in, and I just can't wait to start using him, man. I'm so excited about the future of Messi's Regen. Still for the third and final game of today's episode, it would indeed be Manchester City away from home against Guardiola's side to a really tough start to the season, as we saw in the season opener in the very last episode. Spurs, Liverpool, Man City and Wolves, our first 4 games. After the goalless draw against Klopp's side, now taking on last season's runners-up in the Premier League. They pushed us every step of the way, but we just about managed to hold them off and win a title on the final day. This was such a tough game as we anticipated away at the Etihad Stadium. Eddie Nketiah scored against us, making it 1-0 for Kelman levelled, getting Ronaldo a start in this game, making it 1-1. After the break though, City would restore their lead. Freddie Woodman probably should have saved a shot really, as Man City went back in front. Now with 20 minutes to go, I was getting really frustrated in this game because for the third straight match, I just couldn't get the ball off the opponents, and it is really irritating playing games of FIFA consistently where you just have so little of the ball. Yeah, I'll be honest, I was getting a little bit angry here. I know it's not like me, but unfortunately I lunged in from behind there, lost my head a little bit. Tomori gets sent off. I think that's the first red card for us in the series as well, and that gave our former striker the chance to double his lead and make it 3-1, which he would do. Sends Freddie Woodman the wrong way, makes it 3-1, and the celebration wound me up even more. Slides on his knees and taps the badge. Eddie, come on, have you already forgotten about the player that we turned you into at Kind Prince Foundation Stadium? Come on, mate, that's not on. Man City 3, Queen's Park Rangers 1. He was just the heart of everything in this game, man. He's grown to 92 overall now. He's one of the very best players in the world. Then he was just orchestrating everything in this game. Scored 2 of the 4 Man City goals, set up their 4th one, rolling through Phil Foden, and that was that. A tough start to the Premier League this season. Just 1 win in our first 3 games. Only 2 goals scored, and for a side that was all about rock solid defence, well, 4 goals getting shipped at the Etihad Stadium. Yes, I know we played 20 odd minutes with 10 men, but either way, very tough start for Queen's Park Rangers, and I'm not going to read too much into it 3 games into the season, but again, only the 1 win on the board, 4 points picked up, and sat right now in the bottom half of the table. Yeah, I'm not going to read too much into it. It's been 3 games for goodness sake, but either way, as far as tough starts go, this has been incredibly tough. But that was this episode of the PS. Do you know what? I like it though. I like just to end on this. I like it. I said before, I like the challenge. It's so much better. That was this episode of PS5 Crew video, guys. Big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed today's episode. If you have enjoyed today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and don't miss the next episode. We've got transfer deadline day and the draw for the Champions League group stage for the first time in the save. Don't miss it. It's going to be great. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day. Much love to you all, and I will see you for another big episode of PS5 Career Mode very soon.